Hi, my name's Tyrone. I had some ideas a while ago, and I was working on some things while I was playing, and I figured I'd make this video and share them with you. I was working on two particular ideas. One was contrary motion, with two lines are going in opposite direction at the same time, and I was working on trying to, instead of just playing block chords, have moving notes within the chord. So what I did was I took a standard jazz tune, Autumn Leaves, and applied these ideas to the song. Okay, so let me play real quick just a basic idea of what the song is, so that you'll hear it and you know what it is. All right, so it's. Okay, so that's really basic, and then it has a second part, but we're just going to deal with the first part today. Now let me play my version of it, and then I'll go back and break it down and explain everything. All right. Okay, so that's the first half. All right, so the basic chords are A minor 7, D7, G major 7, C major 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, B7 flat 9, and like an E minor 7 or E minor. All right, and then it does a E7 flat 9, and then it just does that over again. All right. So what I did was take A minor 7, D7. Instead of playing just the block chord, the whole full chord, I'm just playing certain notes. So I play the E, which is the fifth, and I play C, which is the minor third. And the moving note is the root in between, in the middle of that. So that's a regular A minor. So what I did was, instead of just playing that, I played B in the middle, and I walk the B down, so it's a descending line that goes from B. Alright, so B is the ninth, to the root, which is A, to the major 7, which is G sharp, and that would be called like an A minor major 7, and then to the minor 7, which is the G, flat 7. Alright. Now, for the D7, I don't, what I do is I play the third, which is F sharp, on the bottom, and C, which is on the top, which is the flat 7. Alright? The middle note is the fifth, which is A, in the middle. And what I did was, instead of just playing that, I played the flat 5, A flat, first, and then resolve it to the regular 5 or the natural 5. Hear it? Okay? So then the next two chords, G major 7 and C major 7, I'm still kind of keeping the same framework and concept so far, where I play the fifth of G, which is D, and the major third, which is B, and the middle note that's moving is again the root, okay, which is G. Alright, so instead of just playing a G major, I play a G major 9, which is the A first, and then walk that down to the root G, to the major 7, okay, Now let me stop right here because there's a couple things that you could do here. When I initially started to do it and I first played it, was working it out, what I did was this. Okay, you hear that? So what I did was I did for the G major 7, I played D flat here, a D flat 7 as a passing chord to the C major 7. Instead of just playing G major 7 to C major 7, I played a G major, D flat, C. Okay? And as I'm playing it, you know, I start to hear more things. Usually when I'm playing something, I might hear something, so I'll try to go for it. And the second time I heard, or the second time I was playing, you know, after a while, I wondered how it would be if I stayed on G. I heard it staying on G as opposed to going to the D flat, because that's cool. But there's another way that you can do it. So what I did was this. Which is a little bit more basic than the first one for the D flat. You know, it's just staying on G. So I'm doing G major 9, G major 7, G dominant. Because the root is always G. I'm just not playing it. And then to C. Okay? So, you know, I'm doing it and I'm playing it, and one particular day I'm playing through it, and then I heard what I did in my actual version, which was now, what this first chord is it's an A major chord, but it's C sharp in the bass. You know, you hear that a lot in gospel music. And then what happens is I never go to C major 7. I play substitutions, which is the A with C sharp, and then it goes to C minor 6, which is nice. I love that sound. It's a nice resolution, or substitution rather, to just playing the C major 7. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to the F sharp minor 7 flat 5 to the B 7 flat 9. Now, for this, what I did was, I'm still playing pretty much on the same 3 strings, the A, the D, and the G string. So in the bass is the actual flat 5. It's a minor 7 flat 5, F sharp minor 7 flat 5. So the flat 5 is in the bass, which is C. The top note is the minor 3rd, which is A. Right? And the flat 7 is E. So now the walk down, like I was taking the notes and walking them down in the middle, that doesn't work on this. So what I end up doing was, instead of doing a descending line, I did an ascending line. So, and it gives it a little bit of variety. From the E, F, and then that's a perfect kind of contrary thing to go from there to the F sharp, but then the bass note changes from C to B. Hear that? Hear that? Okay. So that's to the B7. So I don't play the flat 9 there. I just play a basic, you know, type B7, and then it goes to E minor. Now, it's still the same concept, but now here's where it switches. Okay, so I'm playing just the B, which is the 5th, the E is the root, and the minor 3rd, which is G. Right? And the middle note, the root note, is what I start to move. Minor major 7, or augmented actually. You hear that? But now the chord changes from an E minor to an E dominant type chord. So now I have to make the adjustment. So what I do is, which is, I'm playing just 2 notes. And always keep in mind whenever you're playing, you know, when I was a kid, I used to always think that I had to play full chords, all 5 or 6 strings or whatever. And, you know, I had to learn to get out of that. You don't always have to play all of those notes. You can play 2 notes, 3 notes for chords, and work around that as well. So here I'm playing the E7. You get the gist of the E7 with those two notes, because I'm playing the flat 7 at the bottom, on the bottom, which is D, and then I'm playing the major third, which is G sharp. Hear that? Right? And here's where I do the contrary motion. That's the ascending line, and then the descending line is, that's the descending line. Okay, so when I put those together, right? So okay, now as it breaks open, I put notes in between. I put a note in between. So the first one, there's only 2 notes. Here I put 3 notes. See? To give it a little bit more body. And then for the last part, when it repeats A minor 7 to D7, instead of playing the whole full thing, what I do is I play the minor third, which is C. But I play it on 2 different strings. Okay? And then I walk it down. Hear it? And then for the D7, here's a, not deceptive resolution, but here's where, instead of just playing the D7, I play a D sus, suspended fourth, first. And then instead of resolving it, because you can resolve it, you can go, what I did was I went up, which gives you that flat 5, that A flat. So it's from the G, those for that I'm playing D, G, C, and then I raise that suspended fourth to the flat 5. Right? Now, here's another part where I don't, I put some other chord substitutions. So again, I think it's been pretty exhausted, the G major 7, the C major 7. So instead of going there, what I heard when I did it was, I went a half step above and went A flat minor to D flat minor to C. Hear that? So after doing, then I went, and then I did the same thing over for the F sharp minor 7 to B7, and then you put a lick in there somewhere, something like that, or whatever you put in there, and then it goes on to the second part of the song. But I just wanted to give you the beginning and show you what one of the things that I was working on. Hopefully it helped you. Hopefully it'll spark some ideas. And if it did, definitely keep in contact and show me what that might have morphed into something that you did, and you can help me with some ideas. So I hope it helped, and you can reach me on Facebook, and hope to hear from you soon. And I also do Skype lessons, so we could always get on Skype and share some ideas and just hang out. All right, God bless. Y'all take it easy.